Those were his last words.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Ah, nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday. I confronted them as they were robbing a train.
Good.
Bullets
Load
were
it.
flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this
Cool.
kid.
단탄? 단탄 있어? 그러세요. 선물 들어가라. 고추 살아있죠. 왜 살아있어 임마. 죽어. 야그. 없어. 우셔.
Now wait a second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this. They hopped a freight train having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train.
아이씨. 빅. 어레야.
The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota.
홍박가.
So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
에이. 겟. 아, 산탄이야.
Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I
The
reached
James
that.
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you
아래쪽으로.
hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang
우샤.
ever.
And you took
There we
them
go.
all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it
There we
down
go.
with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
아유 무서워라. 에. 돌아버리겠구만. 예. 나와. 나와. 아유 무서워라. 예. 빨리.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you. I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But you
bar.
seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
아직 멀었니?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Star? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my
어두워.
way forward the best I could. Around the
아무것도 안
sides,
보여.
over the roof.
뭐래? 아, 이쪽?
At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's a damn Pinkerton!"
It's a damn Pinkerton!
Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker,
당겨있지.
but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his
시해버려.
stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train
나와.
wanted me dead.
Everybody's
너
always
바보야?
mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they?
픽.
Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet you are.
끝났네. 아, 위쪽이야? 야, 올라가 임마. 아유, 올라왔다. 점프. 나와. 아이유. 릴로드. 갖다 버려. 아, 나 샷건이었지.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
어휴, 빡셔라. 예스.
I wondered if I was ever going to find the front of that train.
게틀링
Or the
또.
bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Well, it seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
맨날 게틀링 건이야.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
이만 좀 쏴라 임마. 총알이 무슨 무제한이야? 받아라. 에이샹. 다시야. 아이씨. 아, 빌어먹을 게틀링건. 아. 맨날 게틀링이야. 아우, 진짜. 그렇죠. 미치. 됐지. 됐어. 반도라. 헐. 선물. 죽었군. 아이씨. 나 뭐야? 왜 안 죽어? 아니 무슨 말도 안 되는. 정말 괴물이야? 더럽게 안 죽네. 이씨 깜짝이야 임마. 비. 어휴. 깜짝이야. 그만 좀 나와 임마. 존나 많네. 쏴버려. 오, 딱 부셔버려. 알아버려. 레벨업. 보셨어. 죽여. 나와 빨리. 또 있어. 대체 몇 마리여? 이제 그만 좀 나와. 됐어. 아 그러시오.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Good. 걸로 가시오.
There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
빨리.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
와.
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could
이거를
get away with
어쩐데.
all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
놔버려. 명예는 개나 줘버려.
Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to... After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim. I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the res and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Indians?
깜짝이야.
It could have been
아니 누가 쏘는 거야?
Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
아, 적들이 안 보여. 가만히 있어, 대가리야. 릴로드, 레벨업, 라이플. 오. 됐지? 끝. 잘가. 후. 로드. 잘가. 뭐 하는 거야? 뭐 하는 거야? 와우. 와우. 릴로드.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul. Now,
덥지?
where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the red man. Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
갖다 버려.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I can still remember
아이,
that
아파,
old
아파, 아파.
medicine man's words to me.
누가 쏘는 거야? 나 안 보여.
Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great
엄마야.
darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again
릴로드.
and kill many more men.
끄자. 대가리 들어.
Darkness will grow
로드.
until it consumes everything you are.
잡자. 경험치. 쫙쫙 올라간다.
So, did you ever
레벨업.
find the man you are after?
Let me ask you
아유,
something,
독해라.
Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr.
다
Graves,
먹었지?
are you all right?
Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell.
올라온다.
Death. Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you going to answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.